So we have seen the simple application of how we can make our Python interpreter as calculator, right? It's basically using arithmetic operators. So let us understand in detail about the first operator, which is arithmetic operators, because basically you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are basically mainly 7 operators which are basic arithmetic operators where we perform operations on two variables, because basically we need two variables to perform some arithmetic operation, whether it is addition or subtraction. So basically these are also called as binary operators, right? Now let's work in detail by exploring our ideally. So first let's see, when I go for arithmetic operators, they are basically performed on two variables, right? So they are basically performed on two operands. When I say two operands or two variables, you store the values. These are also called as binary operators, because you are performing on two, otherwise you don't get the results, right? So basically they are plus, which is nothing but arithmetic addition. That means you basically perform some addition. So this is basically arithmetic addition, where you use plus to combine both the lists, to add both the numbers, and to combine both the strings. So plus is basically arithmetic addition, where you perform like this. You see 5 plus 3, you get the result, or you use 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 5, 6. What happens? Both of them will be combined. So you get, you are merging two lists. Or even you can take 1, 2, 3 plus, you can take 4, 5, 6, but you cannot take plus 4, 5, 6. Tuples and lists cannot be combined. That's where you get an error. So you use plus, which is the very useful or very widely used arithmetic operator, where you can also combine two strings. When I give code plus gnan, what do you get? Code nan. The same arithmetic operator performing addition or merging two lists, combining two strings. That is the reason Python is also an object oriented programming language exhibiting polymorphism, taking many shapes, right? So basically you can also give true plus false. What happens? True is 1, false is 0. So 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. So true is always regarded as 1. False is, because those are Boolean, right? So basically arithmetic operators starts with very widely used one is addition operator, where you try to add two values. That is arithmetic. In that you also have basically you go for minus. What do you mean by minus? Subtraction. You know that, right? I need not tell it very specifical. That is subtraction. But you remember we have used minus for set difference when you go for two sets. But generally if you take two numbers, that is subtraction. That doesn't mean that you can take two lists. No, it is unsupported operand. Only plus you can use. You cannot use for any other type, whether it is string also you cannot do it. So because you can relate them why we are using this. It understands in a different way, unsupported operand type, because if it is doesn't know that logic, it will throw you a type error. It's simple, because it doesn't take any risk. Python throws you a type error if you whatever the type you are giving is wrong. That is minus. The next thing is star, which is very important, which is nothing but multiplication. That means whenever you take two numbers, obviously that will be multiplied, but when you take two lists, that doesn't happen, right? Because a list and list cannot multiply. But what you can do, you can repeat a list and you can repeat a sequence, but that is not possible for set and dictionary, because set will not allow duplicates. Remember that point. Dictionaries, you have a key and a value. If you try to do this, no, you cannot also repeat a dictionary. It is unsupported operand for a dict and an integer. So star is only for list and tuple, and even if you want to repeat, because it is generally go for repetition. That is the main aim of star, where you try to multiply values on either side and need not make it very specific, because that's what you already learned from your childhood, because whenever we start our journey in mathematics, you already use this. So I don't want to stress much thing. But the fourth one is division, where we generally call it as floating division. Let us talk in Python terminology. It is generally called as floating division. Why do I call floating division? I will just validate yourself, because the symbol we use is slash. The slash is backward slash, not forward slash, because if you go for forward slash, you use as escape characters for new line and everything. You already have the symbol on your keyboard which you can make, because mainly if you do like this, it's fine. You are getting the result in float value. But if you do like this, it is unexpected character after line continuation. That is syntactical error, because you always make mistakes, only learn from the mistakes. That is the only way you can easily go ahead. So, slash is floating division. You always get, even if the number is divisible, you get float value. That is the reason it is basically called as floating division. Divides, basically what does it done? Divides left operand by right operand. That is division. So, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, 4 are very well known for everyone. But the next thing is, if we go for double slash, this is generally called as flooring division, where you make use of, suppose 5 by 3, because 5 is dividend, 3 is divisor, right? If you give like this, you get the 1.66 as your value, because it is a float value. But if you go for 5 double slash 3, dividend divisor is 3, you get the quotient as 1, 3 ones are 3. So, flooring division always gives you the result as quotient, and mainly it is integer. You cannot get the result as float value. Always result, because quotient will always be integer only. You cannot get float value. Always result is integer. So, just remember that point, because this is also called as integer division. We have multiple names. We can call it as flooring division or integer division, because you always get the answer as only integer. 4 by 2, it's 2.2, but 4 double slash 2 is 2 2s are 4, the quotient is 2. Right? Make it very simple, because you use this technique when you try to find out the logic behind. If I want to get the even numbers between 1 to 10, how do you tell the logic of even number? That should be divisible by 2 and remainder is 0, right? That's where again you use, whether you use double slash or single slash, or we have, this is percentile. Generally we call it as modulus operator in Python, which will always take remainder as the result. You see remainder, right? So, divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder as the result. Basically, if you go for 4 percentile 2, the remainder is 0, right? 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 4 by 4 minus 4, the answer is 0. So, 5 percentile 3, it is 2, because 3 ones are 3, you get 2 as remainder. So, percentile will always take remainder as the division. Double slash will always give you integer, divisor, dividend and quotient. You get the result as quotient, right? Then the final thing which you go for is double star. Basically, double star is called as exponent operator, where you take up the power of the value. Exponent operator, because always you are involving two variables. So, this is also called as binary. So, 2 double star 3 is 2 cube, where you are getting power of a to the power of b. That is where you already have a built-in function called as pow, 2 comma 3. The same logic you do. Here a is 2, b is 3. Suppose if you declare a is equal to 5 and b equal to 3, if I give a double star b, that means 5 cube. 5 5 is 25, 25 5 is 125. So, these are the 7 arithmetic operators we have in Python. Mainly we use, basically when I say arithmetic operators, everyone will tell addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But the extra 3 which makes Python very unique is flooring division, where you get the result as only integer, or floor division or integer division. When you go for modulus, you only take the remainder, because you cannot perform on any other type, because I cannot do like this. I cannot do, because it is unsupported operation, and even you cannot divide a string, right? You cannot take some modulus or anything. It's very wrong. Only on numbers it is possible. So this is how these 7 arithmetic operators play a very key role depending upon the logic we execute. So make it very simple. So whenever you try to understand these cases, let's evaluate the logic very easily by whether to use double slash or single slash or percentile depending upon the problem statement.